Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Today we are finishing this Crash Course series, the whole series where I learn the entire Digimon TCG card pool as best I can for the 1.0 format for each color. Just getting into the game, and I've done it all with TrueChampionSteven. Huge shout out to Steven for agreeing to do this series with me. Absolutely amazing to play against him, to learn from him. I appreciate his time and all that. So today, this last episode, we are going to be doing Purple. Purple, super interesting deck. Steve and I are going to talk about it a little bit before we get into the gameplay, so I don't want to talk too much more about it, but I'm excited. And before I jump into it, we are also doing another giveaway here of this awesome custom playmat that I had made. You can't buy this playmat. But yeah, doing another giveaway. Same thing as last week. You'll have roughly a week until the following Tuesday rolls around to subscribe to the channel and comment down below what deck you are most excited, you have enjoyed playing the most in the 1.0 format. Just give me a comment down below, subscribe, and I will pick a winner at random within the next week, after a week, I should say. And I'll contact you. And like I said, there will be other opportunities to win this playmat as well if you don't win this giveaway. And follow me on Twitter or hop into the Discord just to stay aware of when I announce those things. So they won't just be random giveaways too. I actually want to give some of these away in, small tournament settings. So keep an eye out there if you want a chance to win one of these playmats. But without further ado, let's wrap up this series, jump into the battles and the conversation with TrueChampionSteven, and I will catch you at the very end. So, welcome back for the final episode of this Crash Course series. And
Last one, crazy! I can't believe we've done 6 of these already.
I know.
Holy crap!
It's been a lot of fun, honestly. It's been, and I will say, I told people on my stream too. I was like, I think one of the reasons that I'm able to do a little bit better in some of the tournaments, most of them are small tournaments. Let's be frank. But
right. Well, I mean, 100 players online is pretty good for most of those.
It's like playing against you and playing against the variety of decks. To be frank, like an experienced player who knows a variety of decks and also playing a variety of decks myself, you learn so much about the card pool just by trying a deck, even if it's not optimized, because then you're like, oh, I get the strategy. So your opponent across from you, all of a sudden, especially in this early world of Digimon TCG, I think it's a massive benefit. So,
oh yeah,
100% encourage people out there to dive in. But Purple today, Steve, give me a rundown of the way that Purple should work in a good world for 1.0.
That's Purple is probably the most complicated deck to explain what it does, because the idea is essentially every card you play is good. Like every aspect of what it is you're doing during your turn can gain you advantage or gain you value. That's why it's called value purple most of the time, because it's just that no matter what you do, you are pushing the game state forward, whether it's adding cards to your trash pile, so that way you can recycle things later on and get hella value with cards like Matt or Piedmon, or it's just having really powerful blowout cards like Beelzemon, Millenniumon, or Heat Viper, Trump Sword that you can use to respond to your opponent's board and then build your own board back up to kind of gradually win for a game. There's ways you can rush early with cards like Night Raid and all the powerful rookies in Purple. There's ways you can set up really powerful inheritable effects with like Were Garurumon, Vengeance, Devimon, all these fun things, and just create like crazy like decision trees and plays against your opponent that makes things awkward for them, but gives you a ton of value. Purple is like the definition of a mid-range deck because it just does everything and does it very well. And the way you kind of navigate your deck build depends on what your power ceiling is in a given game. And then depending on like what you draw throughout that game, you can make things really difficult for your opponent. And if they misplay at all, you can heavily punish them. So really it's like the five heads dream to play Purple, because there's so many things you can do, but at the same time there's so many things you can do. So it's awkward for some people to kind of want to play Purple because it feels like there's always a thing you should do that's better than what you're choosing to do, and so you can feel like not confident in your decisions, which isn't really good throughout games. But I do feel like between the two of us, we understand kind of like the main thing you want to be trying to do in a generic sense, and then when you are encountered with a situation that you're unfamiliar with, you can think through it and go from there.
Yeah, the one thing I love about purple is the wide range of removal options, basically. Because
like things are never safe.
No, yeah.
Like even when you think you're playing around one thing, it's impossible to play around everything purple can do to remove your cards. I've honestly taken the theory that you just play around what you know they have. So like if they ever reveal a thing or you see things in their trash you know they don't have, you just play around the stuff you know they have, and if they have it, the other thing they have it, right? That's like the mentality, because you can't play around everything, so don't try to, because there's just so many things. It's kind of awkward.
And I will say too, like when we play purple as well, there's like this interesting thing of like I can do a number of things on a turn, and knowing how much memory you can give your opponent, because purple, I think it's weird, right? Like you can do certain plays that don't give a lot of memory, but then you have like Piedmon, Chimeramon, Trump Sword that will end up giving your opponent a lot.
Hard play cards, like we hard play champions, we hard play ultimates, because like the way you build your deck, you don't have that many ways to actually evolve up. So because of like the way people build purple decks, it's actually like the least control-y of all decks, even though it has all these removal cards. Like the way I kind of explain it is like every other deck tries to stop your opponent from doing stuff, given how people play the game, like memory choking or sticking to like outplaying your opponent or whatever. But purple just doesn't care what your opponent does, because what you're doing is better. Like, I don't care if I give you 5 memory if I'm playing 3 things during my turn. I don't care if I'm giving you 4 memory if I'm going straight into a mega, getting rid of a champion, and it's your turn. I don't care if you get 7 if I wipe your board with a card like Trump Sword on your last mega or whatever, right? Like purple just does not care what your opponent does. What it cares about is gaining as much value and pressure and advantage as possible.
So this week you're gonna get a double dose of purple, because
we decided,
myself and Steven are both playing purple. My build is I kept it pure purple, and because I don't go into Millenniumons. Although I will say, if you're watching this, I really like the Millenniumon version, but I chose to keep it pure purple here. And Steve has his own version of purple that I think leans a little bit more into that Lilithmon world, right?
Yeah, because I like leaning into like there's the busted amount of option cards that purple has, and in the future we'll get other decks that try and do that, like Black Metal Garurumon promo or Plutomon, whatever his name is. Yeah, that guy. Like, there's so many just powerful option cards, and having a deck with so much recursion and the ability to like reuse these cards, I felt was really valuable. And I like the idea of having like a more standardized version of purple, because the value purple deck, like I said, doesn't care what your opponent does. But me, I do care what my opponent does. So I'm building up more like, oh, this deck chokes, this deck evolves up slowly, this deck tries to set up 10 cards and then go in for Lilith and have tons of advantage after that happens. Like, my deck is more of a proper deck in the purple color versus what like the mainstream kind of purple deck is. And I wanted to kind of show off like, oh yeah, just because purple has this way of playing doesn't mean it's the only way to play it. I think this deck is more than good enough given the current meta of 1.0 to really find success. It destroys decks like yellow, blue, green. Oh, green is savage. Like you savage a green deck with how much removal you have. It's pretty fun.
All right, well, we'll get into the mirror match here, and we'll see y'all again on the other side.
All right. Cutter tap.
Just tap. You want to do middle cut?
Yeah, half is fine.
All right.
And then high or low?
Let's go. I'll go high.
That's 3 again.
That's 4. Huzzah.
4 again.
Wow. Okay. Hopefully these games go a little better.
So you're going first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I mean, I have to.
All right. Best of luck.
3, 4, 5. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Go ahead and hatch. Let's Evo. Draw. Interesting.
Will this be the day that I lose a game? Let's find out.
Let's see. What do we do here? I think I'm just gonna go into this Wizardmon for 2, put you at 2.
Draw for turn. I'll go ahead and hatch a Pogumon. And I will just play a Devimon, give you 4. Go ahead.
Okay. I will draw. Let's bring up this dude. I got 4 to work with, huh?
Yep.
Let's... Yeah, we are gonna swing security with this Wizardmon.
Yep. Go ahead and mill for Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. So the Pokemon, when attacking, trash the top card. Got it.
Okay, it's a Heat Viper. I will take it. It is 2 to your 4. You're safe.
Okay. And then we will... Yeah, let's just go ahead and play this Vilemon for 5. Put you at 1.
Draw for turn. I'll play a Matashita, give you 3 to bring the Goblimon back to my hand.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and draw. Let's hatch. Let's go into another Sukaimon there. Draw.
Yep.
Oh, we got to restand this guy too. Let's see here. I got 3 to work with. Let's go ahead and go into that for 2. Go to 1. Draw a card. Let's go ahead and swing security again. I will trash the top card.
It is Darkness Claw, effective Darkness Claw. Security, gain 2 memory, go to 1. Thanks to Matt, I go to 3. It's my turn.
Okay.
I'll draw. It is a Hammer Spark for purple. I'll draw.
Very nice.
But it's actually a plus 2,000 DP card.
Okay.
But it's
Normally, but the security benefit's really nice.
Oh, yeah, it's the best. I'll go ahead. I'll just activate Heat Viper. Give you 2. I'll kill the Devimon to kill both your level 4s. Effective
Okay.
Sukaimon, you'll go to 3, and then you can draw a card with Wizardmon.
So I will go to 3. I will trigger draw 1. Okay. And then I will draw for turn. I will bring this Wizardmon up. I have 3 to work with. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6 in there right now. That's lame. Yeah, let's just go ahead and swing with Wizardmon. Mill the top card.
It is 1. He's safe.
Just an Impmon there. Then we are gonna... Let's Night Raid.
Go to 1.
Go to 1 there. Let's bring out that. And then we are gonna... You go to 3 anyways, right? So,
Yep.
let's see here. I'm at 1. There's not really a ton you can do from 1 here.
You can always just pass if you don't feel like doing anything.
I could. I'm not gonna.
I get 3 no matter what. If you don't feel like
I'll
it's
just go
optimal
ahead
to play
and play
as me.
this Sukaimon for 3, and then you just go to 3.
Yep. I'll go ahead and promote. Go ahead, evolve into Vile, draw 1. And then I'll play a Night Raid, give you 1, and I'll play Imp.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How many cards are in your discard there?
3, 4.
Okay, just 4. That's not bad. I'll hatch a baby. Let's go into this there for free. Draw a card. Then we are gonna... I gotta restand this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and swing. You might block that. That's... Well, then I gain a memory. Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and swing with this. I will trash the top card of my deck into security.
I will block it. He's dead.
Okay. So he's dead, so I'll gain a memory, and I will draw one.
Yep.
All right. What do we want to do here? Let's go ahead and swing security with Tsukaimon.
7. He's dead.
Okay. Then we are gonna... And if I swing again, then I basically have game on board the next turn. That's probably the right thing to do, right? Yeah, but before I do that, let's go into Wizardmon for 2 and draw a card. Let's swing Wizardmon into security. I will trash 7K.
Why are you trashing? Yeah, there's no Pokemon.
Oh, there's no Pokemon. Ah, dang.
Yeah. But you'll draw that card, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Because he gets deleted, so I draw it instead.
Yeah. You just
Got
draw
it. All right.
And then you gain 1.
And then I gain 1. Got it. What do we want to do here? I guess I will just go ahead and... How wild? Oh, I guess we don't need to get too wild, but I will go ahead and play Impmon there for 3, put you at 2. You'll go to 3. Yeah.
Draw. I'll go ahead and hatch a Pokemon. I'll go ahead and evolve into Taper. Draw 1. I'll just go ahead and play Chimeramon, give you 4. I'll kill Impmon to kill your Impmon. We both mill 3.
Okay. 2, 3. There we go.
Go ahead.
All right. I will go ahead and draw. Let's Evo. And what am I at? 4?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. I will... I'll just play my own Chimeramon, delete my Devimon to delete your Vilemon. Or
Okay,
is it?
Yeah, effective Vilemon. Thanks to Gabumon. Draw 2, discard 1.
Okay.
I will discard... Devimon.
Okay. So you're at 3.
I'll draw for turn. I'll go ahead and promote Tapermon. I'll go ahead and evolve into Lilithmon. Go to 0, draw a card. Effective Lilith, I have 10 or more cards in trash. I can recycle 2 option cards.
Okay.
I will go ahead and grab Heat Viper. And I'll grab Heat Viper and Trump Sword.
Okay. I feel like I know what's coming.
I'll activate the effective Night Raid.
Okay.
You go to 2, but thanks to Lilith, I'll go back down to 0.
Yep.
Effective Night Raid. I'll grab out a Gabumon. I'll swing at you for 11.
All right. It's a Night Raid, which is play 1 purple level 3 from your trash. Yeah, let's go. Put that Impmon out there.
And that's game. I can't kill both of those things.
I was like, the fact that was
Wow.
the security, it was like, well.
Oh, wow. Because I had the Chimera to kill yours, and I would have just passed.
Okay, yeah.
And then I would have gone
you had the
for
Trump sword
another
too.
Lilith potentially next turn.
Yeah, you had the Trump sword too. And it
too
was like,
slow. That's too slow.
All right, so everyone who's watching, it took me 6 whole videos.
Whoa.
But we probably got
did
one.
Not win the match, bro.
No, not the match, but we got one game. I hadn't even gotten a game until that. So I'll take it. I'll take a game.
And Night Raid victory feels pretty good. I'll go first this game, by the way.
All right. Make sure I don't got any more babies in this pile here. No. Okay. Boy, howdy. Okay. So, like, obviously for, like, this purple deck, we're both playing purple. Yeah, like I said, I have the Beelzebub. You didn't see it there, but I think these decks...
You brought it out.
I couldn't even bring it out until that Impmon came out, and then it didn't even matter. But yeah, like your deck, you said is more Lilithmon focused. What would you?
Yep.
Is it really just about like cheap option card recurrence?
No, it's just about abusing the really powerful option cards that purple has access to, and Lilithmon's the best for doing that.
Okay, nice.
My opening hand was 3 Megas and 2 Devimon, by the way.
Yeah, when you didn't evolve into a rookie or anything on the turn 1, I was like, yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
Yeah, it was awkward. I was able to get some. I mean, I think I had it there actually.
Yeah,
get the Night Raid. Honestly, I think you weren't going to be able to keep a unit on board for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you
I
had like
3 Trump Swords and 2 Heat Vipers in hand, so I was just gonna.
So it's like
every time you called something, it would just get blown up.
It's like I'm just gonna delete that while I attack your
like,
security.
Even if you hard played a Piedmon, I could kill your entire board if you did that. Thanks to Lilith looping. Cut or tap, by the way.
Just tap.
Okay, half is fine for me.
Halfies. Okay. And 5. I mean, that was technically the top card.
All right, you finally got a game, so no more
Huzzah.
mercy from now on.
No.
I've been nice every single episode.
Strike hard, strike first, no mercy. You live in the Cobra Kai life.
Oh, Cobra Kai Season 2 was so good. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. Evolve an Imp, draw, and then I'll play a Devi, give you 2. Go ahead. Sorry,
okay.
Devi, go ahead.
All right, I will go ahead and draw. Let's hatch this baby.
Yeah.
Let's just mirror. Let's go Imp, draw.
Okay.
And then we will. I got two whole memory to work with. You spoil me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and play my own Devi for 2. Go to 0, and then we'll just go ahead and play this Wizardmon on top of it for 2. Put you 2.
Draw for turn. I'll go ahead and promote Imp. I'll swing at you for 1.
Okay. That is a 7k Chimeramon.
He's dead. I'll mill 3. Myotismon, Piedmon, and a Darkness Claw. I'll go ahead and play a Matashita, and I will grab out... Myotismon.
Okay.
Go ahead. You have 2, by the way.
Yes. Let's go ahead and draw. Let's bring up this Impmon here. Got 2 to work with, huh? Well, first things first. Let's just go ahead and swing with this Wizardmon. I don't think anything... No, nothing happens when I swing at it right now.
Nope.
It's just on deletion, draw 1.
Yep, and he's alive.
Okay. And then we are gonna... Let's swing with this Impmon as well.
He's dead.
All right. So I'm gonna trash the top 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and throw down this Devimon for 2. And then we are gonna go into another Wizardmon there for 2. Put you at 2.
Draw. I'll go ahead and hatch. I'll go ahead and evolve into Gabu. Draw 1. And I'll just play a Heat Viper. Give you 2. Kill both your dudes. You draw 2.
I will draw 2. 1.
Go ahead.
2. All right. We'll draw for turn. Let's hatch. Let's go ahead and go into this Sukaimon there.
Yep.
Draw. I'm at, what am I at, 2?
2.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's just go Debbie there for 2, go to 0. And then Vilemon there for 2. Put you at 2. You go back. You up to 3, right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead and evolve into Devimon. Draw 1. And then I will just evolve into my Otismon. Give you 1. Draw a card. Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead and draw. Let's bring this guy up. Just giving me the 1, huh? Let's see. We are just gonna go. Yeah, we might as well start getting some value out of this. Let's just play Matt, our own Matt, and I will one purple Digimon or purple option, eh? What purple Digimon or option do we want back? We'll just take this Chimeramon back, and yeah, you go to 3.
I'll go ahead and hatch. I'll evolve into Imp. Draw a card. I'll go ahead and activate Darkness Claw. Go to 2. I'll target my Otismon. He gains 3,000 DP.
Okay.
I'll swing at you for 10. Effect of Pagumon Mill 1.
Okay. Just a 2K.
Okay. Let's see. I'll go ahead and evolve into Devimon. Go to 0. Draw a card. And then for turn, I will just evolve into Lilith, draw a card. I have 3, 6, 9, 10 in trash. So I will recycle 2 Darkness Claws.
Okay.
And take it back to you.
All right. Let's go ahead and draw. We are gonna hatch. I got 3 to work with.
Yep.
Well, let's go into this Devimon here for 2. Go to 1. We will swing into your Lilithmon with Devimon.
Go ahead and mill.
I will trash the top card, and I will
Okay, they both die.
Gain 1 memory.
Effect of Gabumon, I'll draw 2, discard 1. I will discard this copy of Vilemon.
Okay. Then we are gonna... Let's go ahead and play this Impmon here. Draw. And... got lots of weird things that I suppose you could do next turn, but... trying to read. Let me see. What if you had the Darkness Claws in hand, but maybe you got Heat Viper in hand too, and Heat Viper can be super annoying. Huh. So you will. Let's go ahead and Night Raid, and we will put this Impmon out. It's for 2, go to 0. And then we will go into a Devimon there for 2. You go up to 3 anyways. Draw.
Go ahead and promote Devimon. Hmm. Swing at you for 5.
Okay. I'll take that. It's a 2K, so you're good.
Cool. And then I'll just play a Piedmon. Give you 9. I'll play a Devi and a Vial. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, big yikes. That's a big yikes moment. Let's go ahead and draw. Bring up this Devimon there. Gave me 9. 9 is a lot. You need to attack 3 times to get through. You need to get through 3. So, think yeah, I'm gonna Devimon into your Devimon.
Okay, they both die.
Then let's go ahead and Beelzemon away your Vilemon. So 9, go down to 5.
Don't forget to draw.
Oh, yes, thank you. And then we will go down to I guess I'm like thinking, is Piedmon even a threat? I don't know if it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it may not matter. So if I leave you with just 2, that's probably okay. Yeah, let's actually go ahead, Night Raid for 2. And we'll bring back... I don't actually think it matters. I'm just seeing if there's anything that has any effects that I want to actually use, but I don't think so. Yeah, we'll just bring that back. And then we are gonna play... so... What am I at? I'm at 3 now, right? Yeah, and then we'll play Chimeramon, get rid of Demi-Devi to get rid of your Devimon.
Draw for turn. Go ahead and hatch.
Oh, that was what, 7, so you're at 4.
Yeah. Go ahead and evolve into Gabu. Draw. Swing at you for 10.
Okay. 7K, so you're good. I'm thinking I probably should have swung security with Beelzemon on that turn, just because I know
And you
Trump
lose
sort
your
of...
Beelzemon to my Piedmon.
That's, I guess 10 versus 11?
Retaliation, bro.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I like to be Night Raid.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and play Chimera. Go to 5. I will pop Demi Devi, and I will kill the Vilemon.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I will go ahead and draw. Let's hatch. Let's go ahead and Evo that. Draw. Let's see what else we got to work with. Well, you need 2 attacks still. What do I have to work with here? What's in the discard actually? That's maybe a more important part. Oh, that is an unfortunate discard. Got 3 attackers. I have no blockers. Well, maybe I can do something. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just trying to like figure out the lines here.
No
if
worries.
they
The decision
exist.
trees for purple can be pretty complicated at this stage.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
our hand is essentially 40 cards. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. It's like, okay, let's see. What do we do? Yeah, because I'm basically thinking like I have to remove. I guess I have to remove kind of both of those guys, right?
I mean, if you can't play blockers, yeah.
Yeah. I guess if I can play a blocker.
You only need to get rid of one of them, which Beelzemon can just swing into one.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Yeah, I think that's the better play on my end. So I'll swing Beelzemon into the Piedmon.
They both die.
Yup. And then we will got 5 to work with here. How much memory do I want to give you is the question.
Currently, I'm at 5. Oh, sorry. If you played a Piedmon, I'd get 7.
Yeah. That's really like the thing that goes through my brain is like, I don't know.
Well, what's scary about giving me 7? Playing my own Piedmon, that doesn't win me the game yet.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point of like, I might as well just flood my board and create a worse situation for you to have to deal with than just get rid of one card on your side.
Right, but like there are counters to Piedmon, right? And so if you risk giving me 7 and I have a card like Heat Viper or access to a card like Heat Viper, game's over. But there's one in my trash, and you don't know how many I play. I could only play 1. I could play 2. I could play 4 because I'm crazy. You know, you never know.
I mean, you could also, but you got to go into that Lilithmon play, right?
Right, but if you give me 7, 4, that would be enough to get to my Heat Viper. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why
and
I'm
still
like,
use it because she'll reduce it by. But keep in mind, when I Heat Viper, I have to get rid of a unit. So I would need to play something like these 2 things. We need to attack twice. So I would need to play something and then play Heat Viper to activate it.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just swing security with Chimeramon.
Okay, it's 11. He's dead.
Okay. Not ideal, but we'll do what we can with that. And then I think I really am thinking the right play here that's going to give you the least amount of memory to work with to get into a Lilithmon situation is actually, I really do think it's just a Trump Sword here.
Okay, I'll go to 3 and then he's dead. Promote and draw.
Yeah, that was my thought. Just like give you as little as possible while putting me in a situation where I don't lose next turn. You know what I mean?
Right. I'll swing at you for 4 mill 1.
All right, that's a Beelzemon.
Okay, effective Gabu. I'll draw 2, discard 1. And I'll discard a copy of Matt.
All right. Don't really need. I guess you could play the Matt, but yeah.
Yeah.
With
I'll just give you 3
Lilithmons.
with the taper. Go ahead.
All right. Let's go ahead and draw. We are gonna promote. We got 3 to work with, huh? Taper. You basically have game on board. Gross.
With the little baby
this
boy.
little Tapirmon. Let's see. You know what? Let's go into Vilemon for 2. Go to 1. We'll draw. Then we will... just play this Gabumon of our own and put you. You'll go up to 3.
Yep. Hatch. I'll go ahead and evolve. Draw.
Your camera got blurry there for half a second. It focused on something else. It was focusing on the wrong thing. I hate it when they do that. They just are like, nope,
now?
not yet, not yet. There we go. That autofocus kicking back in.
There we go. Easy mode. Let's see. There's several things I can do here. What's the most optimal thing? Be to force you into a not favorable position, but they're all not favorable, so it's okay. I'll just play a Heat Viper, kill Taper to kill both your dudes.
Okay.
You go to 3 anyway. Go ahead.
All right. I will draw. Let's see here. Let's hatch the last baby. Oh.
I lost mine too. All mine are gone.
Let's go into this Impmon. We'll draw. I got 3 to work with, huh? Well, we might as well play the best card that I know to play right now, which is Piedmon for 12. That'll put you at 9. And we will grab ourselves a Vilemon. And you may have it here. You may have it.
I just need. We'll find out.
We'll double Vilemon there.
Okay, I'll bring up Gabu. What do I need to win this game? Not enough. Not enough. Enough? Maybe.
Enough? I'm Ron.
Mm-hmm. I'll play Matt.
Okay.
Get back Piedmon.
5. Yep.
And then I'll play Piedmon. Give you 7.
Okay.
I'll grab out Double Vial as well.
Oh my. Okay.
Go ahead.
I got 7 to work with, right?
Yep.
I'll go ahead and bring this Impmon up. I think I just drew my card, so. Let's see here. We will 7. You have lots of things you can do there. Yeah, we'll actually go play Heat Viper.
Okay,
with this
go to 2.
Impmon, I'll trash the top 3 cards in my deck, and we'll delete your blockers. Yeah. Those are 2, and that's the 3rd card there.
Yeah, 2.
All right. We're at 2 here. Then we are going to go... Got 2 attacks. Not matter, but we'll go ahead and let's actually swing into security with Piedmon.
3.
And then we are gonna Trump Sword your... ooh, that's a good one. Who do we Trump Sword here? I guess Piedmon, you can't go into anything with Piedmon.
Millenniumon.
Yeah, you could go into Millenniumon, but I don't think you play any Millenniumons. But I
You
guess
can think
you could. If I give you, what, 5?
Yep.
What's your path? I'm trying to think of your path to Lilithmon, basically. And you got a level 4 for 2, a level 5 for 2. So that's 4. And then you can go into Lilithmon, but you can't play anything. So you know what? I'll get rid of your Piedmon.
Okay. Draw. Go to 3, draw. I'll swing at you for 4.
Okay. At security.
At you.
Oh yeah. I'll block with Biomon.
Okay, they both die. Draw 2, discard 1. I'll discard a Darkness Claw.
Okay.
And then I'll play a Piedmon. Give you 9.
Just keep recycling those Piedmons. Oh Lord.
Yes, sir.
And what is
My
that?
bet is you don't play 2 Heat Viper.
I actually think I do, technically.
Oh, dang. Well, I
Wildly
saw you
enough.
know one earlier, so I know there's one
Yeah,
gone.
that's true. There might be the second one might already be in here, considering how large my discard is. I think I play 2. I may have gone down to 1, but
You milled 1, I believe.
yeah, who knows? We'll see. We'll see if this top card. Oh my god!
Is it it?
Yes.
Is that the Heat Viper?
It's a heat pipe. Hold on. Okay.
Not enough by itself.
No, you're right. It's absolutely not enough by itself. So, we'll restand this Piedmon. We already drew. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play this Impmon there for 3. Go to 6. And we will... I might deck myself out. Let's Heat Viper, get rid of the Impmon, trash the top 3. We'll get rid of both of those Vilemons. That's 5, so I go down to 1. And then let's swing at security with this Piedmon.
And that's game.
All right.
GG's.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's progression, I would say. 6
there was
episodes in, we finally got a dub, but
Can't believe you played 2 Heat Viper. No one plays 2 Heat Viper except for me, man.
that just says to show either how little I know about purple or that's like
So close. I drew so awkwardly that whole game. I was sitting there with champions. I'm like, I can't do anything with champions. I need ultimates.
and even still, it came down to some pretty desperate plays on my end to stay alive. All right, that was the game, and I know. See, it's not. We finally got a win. We finally got a win over here. It took me 6 entire matches with 6 different decks, but.
First security Night Raid, and then top deck Heat Viper, man. Oh,
Gross.
I wish I was that good at the game.
I wish I was so good to top deck what I needed. Yeah, that was a wild turn to be like.
I didn't talking about it too. It just came. I was like, this is destiny. I think I can't beat destiny, man.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. I think as you can see there, like there was actually a decent amount of similarity between our decks. We had no idea what we were going to be building.
Right.
Do you play Beelzemon in yours, or is it pure Lilithmon?
No Beelzemon in this deck. No Beelzemon or Millenniummon. You were right to make that call, but I'm not going to reveal private information until it's too late, homie. We talking about? I still have 10 cards within the deck. You don't know what those 10 cards are.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to take a guess, but yeah, the Lilithmon stuff, though, I think the main thing you struggled with both games is you just couldn't ever get into a Lilithmon that lasted very long.
Yeah, and like the first game, I was just so far behind, or those first opening turns of not having ability to draw or filter or even play a board. I was just like sitting there going, play Digimon, play Matt, play a Heat Viper, your turn. Like I had no board for so long that it was hard for me to actually accelerate my board state, and I was just sitting there with a bunch of just like useless cards. And then the second game, I was kind of put into an awkward position because that's what purple does. It's like there's so much removal that you can't ever really keep a dude on board unless you keep it in the raising. And I just never had that opportunity to do that, which I probably should have realized in hindsight that I was an avenue of play for myself. But I had a really cool play that I was like, okay, I know he has Chimeramon in hand, so I can't just leave my Otismon on board. He will be dead. So like I said, let's play around what I know he has. Therefore, I want to evolve into Lilithmon this turn. but I was greedy and I wanted to evolve into Lilithmon for full value, even though I didn't have to. I worked hard. I went for that Darkness Claw, Myosmon Swing Pagu to get that extra card in my trash. That way I could actually go for the Lilithmon and get the value out of it. And then I made the further misplay of not getting Heat Viper to try and trick him. I was like 5-hitting too much because I was salty from the first game. I should have just played normal and had a fun time, but it's okay. It's okay. So then I got punished by the Devimon that I did not know he had, which he did have. So that just goes back to show, like, there's so many awkward situations you force your opponent in with purple that if you catch them in any of them, you can counter and gain value. Now, I will say that one bad thing about purple, which I think we noticed in this game, is that it actually is notorious for being the deck that dead draws the most. Because while you do have all these really powerful cards, they're not good necessarily in the early game, because either your opponent has no board or you don't really have the ability to draw them, because the way you build your deck is so focused on these valuable, like, top end cards or these really powerful option cards that you're not really playing that many compared to other decks of rookies, champions, and ultimates. I mean, most decks play 4 to 5 ultimates in their deck because you just don't need them, because you hard play your megas most of the time, right? And so if you draw those, like, late game cards early, it can be hard for you to gain value. So you have to, like, kind of lean in, pass a couple turns in the early turns. But once you get going, once you start countering your opponent, the deck does start working really well. In that second game, you pretty much had no security for like 4 turns and just didn't die. You know what I mean? Like the deck can definitely have tons of staying power in the late game. You in no way need to have like a bunch of advantage early if you want to find success.
Yeah, that's a very good point. The whole idea of, like, you have to respond to what your opponent. I know normally you don't have to do that, but because it was the purple mirror, right? It was like this.
Right. Like, like the mirror. I'm glad we did the mirror, because, man, there's so many decisions that need to be made in the mirror of what to keep and what not to keep. And I was just trying to outplay you in my brain. I should have been outplaying you in the game. But yeah, it was definitely interesting. One of the more interesting mirror matches for sure, because it's not really just entirely decided by what you draw win. It's more decided by what you force your opponent to do, and then how you counter them from there. Because, I mean, that top deck of Heat Viper, man, was so good. But I thought I had it with the second with the second Piedmon. I was like, there's no way he can beat this. But he did. It was pretty good.
But yeah, like, to your point about, like, you know, not only like what your opponent does, but in terms of like the choices you have to make.
Yes. Yes.
Because to your point, purple, there's a lot of opportunities for you as a player to also make suboptimal plays. And
I mean, when you think about it, like the longer the game goes, the bigger our hand becomes. Like, we essentially, once we have 20 cards in trash and 10 cards in hand, we actually have 30 cards in hand with how much recursion we have from the trash pile. There's tons of things to consider when playing purple. The decision tree is so vast in terms of the lines of play you have compared to other decks necessarily, because you just have more things you have access to, which can be kind of difficult to deal with sometimes, because you're just like, okay, timer's going in the tournament. I need to make a decision now. This is the best thing I see right now. And then like 2 turns later, you're like, oh, I should have done this. And then I would have actually won. Bully me. Like that Heat Viper thing. I made the call. I shouldn't have done it. I knew I shouldn't have done it.
Well, that's going to be the series. Thank you so much for doing this with me. It's wild that it's done. But I will say, I'm glad that we got this whole series done before the official release. Because then it's like, okay, cool. You know, anyone else out there who might be learning, you can check out the series.
There's gonna be a huge influx of people. And now if you're like, I want to learn how to play purple, I want to know what yellow does because they're newer people. You have this video source, or you guys have this resource that you can use to be like, let me remind myself of kind of like what the main selling points of this deck is in a generic sense. See what I like about it, what I don't like, and see if it's for me. That's what I think is a big deal. Because while I'm a big advocate for playing as many colors as possible, as many different deck operations as you like, because there's so many great ones in this game. If you want to stick to a color and learn one, having these kind of resources is really important for you.
And speaking of resources, also Steven's channel. If you somehow found this video but haven't found TrueChampionSteven, A, the algorithm of YouTube is pretty wild. B, check out Steven's channel.
Be wilding today.
That algorithm be crazy. But yeah, check out TrueChampionSteven if you haven't already. Also the YouTube. I'll put all the links to that in the description, as I have in every video. But lots of great deck profiles, and I think you also do a lot of like future format stuff on your Twitch as well. So
yeah, I do a lot of set 4 testing right now. I'm gonna be like working on like some 1.5 predictions and stuff once we come to that time. for English, but because I have been playing the game since May, which is impossible to do if you don't play the Japanese format. So I do weirdly have a lot of information that I just like sharing with people, and I'm open book. Ask me any question you want about the Digimon TCG, and hopefully I can help you out. I've been known to do that pretty well.
Well, thank you again, and I'll see you probably at a tournament, maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I will.
I gotta get my revenge, man. We're ending
clearly.
on loss. I can't do that.
That's true. That's true. We're gonna end on this, so we got to find an opportunity for you to take.
No one remembers the first 5. They only remember the last one.
Oh boy. All right. Thank you so much. All right, and that was the final battle with TrueChampionSteven. And you know what? I am excited to say that I managed to pull out 1 win in this 6-episode series. 1 win against TrueChamp. It took some crazy draws, top decks, took some crazy security, etc. A little bit of bad luck on Steven's side too. But we did it. We got 1 win. So huzzah. Huzzah. I would say that says a lot about being able to start completely new into this game, do this series, finish on a win like this. Shout out to Steven for doing all this again. If you enjoyed this series, definitely let me know. I appreciate everybody who's watched any of the videos in this series, to be frank. And I have more things that I want to do coming out. Who knows exactly where the content will head for Digimon on this channel, but there will be more coming up in the future, maybe some gameplay outside of a Crash Course series. But let me know if you have any suggestions too. What would you like to see from me? Knowing the kind of content style that I make here and maybe on my Pokemon channel, what would you like to see? Let me know in the comments. And again, you will be entered to win if you subscribe and leave a comment for this playmat. I will let y'all know in a week. Until then, thank you all so much, and I will catch you in a future video. Carpe awesome.